Hey y'all. Good afternoon. It's Friday. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear me. Hold on. Hey, it's so hard to always hear. I gotta get better with this YouTube stuff. It's so funny. I'm gonna show y'all a throwback today from the 5150 show. So funny. I shared with some of my friends. I was like, man, I remember I used to never be behind a logo. Shout out to Super Mario. And oh shoot, I can't. Zen Master did my music, and I used to never be behind a logo, and now I am. It's so funny. But hey, you guys, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. And hello, Chief Meteorologist. You ain't tell us it was gonna be all ice outside. I mean, no pun intended. It's frozen out there. Like my nieces love Frozen. I can't even think the little girl name that's in Frozen, but yeah, Princess, whatever her face is outside. Hey, Gardens. How you doing? Hello. Did you go to Aurelio's Pizza yet? I tried to force myself to like Aurelio's. I really did, but it's just not. I don't even know. I don't even know why the Pope like it, Gardens. Okay, so welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. Yeah, so I'm still on this UNC rabbit hole. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Destination Smokehouse. So trying to be consistent, Berg. I'm just up here chit-chatting with you guys. But before before we start, hold on. We have a new this is animal cruelty, but it still applies. Hold on. We have, if you we have a $19.99 goal. $19.99. And we have Cash App and Venmo, Burgundy Blue Com. You also have Buy Me a Coffee. Hold on before we even get to that part. We also have a QR code if you need it. But hold on. You too can support Starbucks, Food for Less Gas, which is 3% off, by the way. My edge control is running really low right now. My edges are crazy. Y'all, the edge control is like it went from $6.99 to $7. Like it used to only be like $4.99 back in the day. But also, yeah, my birthday is next month. So there you go. Cash App, Burgundy Blue Com. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah McGoffin. Okay. So let's get into it's animal cruelty, but it's we got pit bulls running around here, so it still applies. Close the doors. So anyway, I went down this. My friends, they send me all this stuff. So I have this huge list. Gardis and I have maybe Gardis, choose, and we have like 20 people be like, they requested stuff for them to talk about. I can't get to that. The fashion is just gonna have to be on another channel. We're gonna have to discuss stuff. It's just all over. But I said this year I want to be determined on being consistent. So I said, what could I talk about quickly? It's going to have to be UNC and Destination Smokehouse. Okay, so if you didn't know, that's the Tendernism. I always say it wrong. So not tenderism, Tendernism. And I just want your opinion on it. This will not be a long live. I'm working on a breakdown video because I want to know more about UNC. And It's a unk everywhere. It's a auntie everywhere. That's what I just don't. It's so funny because I was just on a production, and one of the guys, his dad came in, and he was a military chef. He was a chef for the military, but he was from Mississippi, and nothing wrong with Mississippi. Oh my! I always tell people I think my soulmate is like down south somewhere, because I just love Louisiana and Mississippi people so much. Like people down south. Those are the only places I know down south, so forgive me. But the people there are always so nice. And so this man, this celebrity, he hired his dad to do the cooking for us. And he's a big time celebrity. He could have had anyone else. His dad was a magnificent cook. When I say magnificent, he's still with us. But when I tell you, he was country and loud and funny, and when you saw respectful, and uh when you came in there, what you want on this? What you want? You want a little this on that? You want a little that on this? And you'd be like, yes, chef, yes, chef. And he was retired, and he could burn. I mean, he could burn. And every day, because of his how charismatic he was, everybody, no matter their race, nationality, where they were from, overseas, here, whatever, they look forward to him. That when we had like the catering, the real caterer, and I'm not trying to downplay him, but the real catering company that was just dropping off the food. Do you want your crust off your bread? When we had that, we didn't want that anymore. We just didn't. We was like, man, it just don't have any flavor. Like he would walk around and say, do you eat pork? And don't get to the vegans, because he was old school, right? So when people were like 100% vegan, right? I mean, not vegetarian. He could get with the vegetarians, right? But the vegans, and you guys correct me, that's like no milk, no dairy, no nothing. he he'd be like, yeah. That's okay. It's still egg whites. You all right? It ain't the baby of the egg. It's just the egg white. And those vegans was looking like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So it was just something about him where even the vegan people didn't complain. They would just be cracking up and teach him what they could eat or whatever. And he'd have a little back chatter. And it's just something about the South. It's something about the people of the South that's just it's just beloved. So I want to talk about Unc. Oh, okay. So vegans don't eat, or you he was like, here, take a glass of milk with your vegetarian egg roll. That's how he was, Gardens. It was hilarious. I mean, he had to be in his 70s. He was in his 70s, but man, could he cook. He could really, really cook. And it was just about getting that, nowadays it's pronouns. So imagine a 72-year-old man from the South that's been through the military worried about somebody veganism and pronouns. He didn't care. Okay, he didn't care. But it was such a good time, and everybody loved him. And it's unks and aunties everywhere. When you see like that sweet old lady that know how to bake, and charming, I think it's the word I want to say. I want to talk about Unk right quick and just play a little video. So I went down the Destination Rabbit Hole and Destination Smokehouse. So the owner is Nick. So everyone's making it a race issue. And let me just pull up their channel. Hit the like button if you're here. Everybody's making it a race issue. And I want to know, sorry guys. Your opinion on it, because are we messing up Unk life? I just want to ask you, could we be messing up Unc's life? Unc is down there. Now this is just me. I'm actually split on the matter, okay? Um Unc is the mastermind of the barbecue. So a little backstory. Unc, we'll hear a little bit, but Unc basically came to it's really good to this is the owner right here. It's really a good story to hear. So Unc walked into this coffee shop one day. And this is not Berg making up the story like I'll tell y'all if I'm making it up. This is the story that I've been doing my research. So Unc walked into the coffee store one day, and Destination Smokehouse was actually a coffee shop and bistro before it was Pablo's in Dalton, okay? For those Destination Smokehouse was Pablo's, okay? So he walked into the coffee shop and he said, hey, could he get a job for a couple of days a week? Okay. And he didn't know Nick. He talked to Nick's mom. So at this time, Nick's mom gave him a job, I guess. And a couple of days a week, he's retired. He's from the area, and that's where he, that's where they bond came in. Now, Nick's father passed away. When he passed away, and the coffee shop was kind of failing. Okay, the coffee shop was kind of failing, and Nick's dad passed away. Nobody wanted to run a coffee shop because it was on its way out anyway. And so Nick was like, okay, I'll come down there. Nick said he never knew how to he never drank coffee, let alone, okay, hear me out, let alone knew how to make coffee. Walt is there. So the pandemic happens, okay? And Walt said, hey man, let's go over here to Home Depot, get 2 barbecue grills, start cooking it up and selling plates. Boom. So Walt is the master chef. Sorry, you guys. I don't know why I'm choking up. Sorry. Every time I go to this microphone, I'm choking up. Forgive me. So he is a master chef. He's a master chef and everything like that. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Brandon. I just got an alert. Thank you. Oh, that was so sweet. I didn't even see you in the chat. Thanks for being here. So he's a master chef and he's teaching the barbecue. So he actually is the one that introduced oxtails to Nick. Okay. So he's telling him, look, get you some oxtails. We go now. If you go, it's really interesting. If you go down their YouTube and their Instagram, they're showing Nick, basically Walt, going to the Piggly Wiggly or whatever, getting oxtails, briskets, and hamburger. And they only got so many. Then they're shipping out. Now, this is the pandemic. They're mailing out oxtails because they got this older guy with overalls on. I'm just going to be real with it. And he's like, come on down here. We about to ship out these oxtails. And the saying at that time was, you don't need teeth to eat this meat. So everybody starts rolling on out because that's this man in this overalls in this behind a coffee shop. Now picture it. He's behind a coffee shop with 2 barbecue grills selling meat and mailing it. Who wouldn't buy that? And he's lovable and sweet. So something happens with Walt family and he has to leave. So Walt is like, man, I gotta go. Right quick. Now, the story is Nick decides, hey, let me get on YouTube and learn how to barbecue and mix it with Walt's recipe. Walt come back. They end up buying a building and boom, here we have that, not a building, but they're in a strip mall and they get this corner. So he shows us, hey, Walt said he want a kitchen because Walt will cook gumbo, greens. If you go down their timeline, Walt would be standing in the kitchen cooking greens, cooking gumbo, cooking fried eggs and waffles and all these different dishes. So you thought he was doing the cooking. But when he come back, it's boom, destination. And me doing my research, this is me, Berg. I'm no one. But I saw when it blew up, it went from like 3 million videos, and I put that in 3 million, 3,000, 8,000, 2,000 views. Then one day it went to 600,000 views. Then they ghosted. And that was when he was like, oh man, the tendernism. So boom. I think that sort of blew up along with whatever they had going on in the pandemic, possibly. So let's go to my video break now. Then we're going to hear a little bit about their history. You know what, Scott? I feel like they're fighting. That's why I want to do this video. So Scott says, here's my thing. Why does it seem like the owner is taking over the scene now that Walt has blown up? I feel like that Keith Lee thing made a fight. I don't feel like they're friends. Do I feel like, dang, I hate to say this, but I just want to be real with my commentary. Do I feel like Nick's sitting there kicking it with Walt and enjoying his company? No. I'm sorry. I could be completely wrong about this. But he seems impatient with Walt on camera, let alone, I feel like Walt was someone that came in that his parents hired. And when he took over the business, they sort of saw something funny in Walt and they were like, we got a thing. I hate it gotta be like this because I feel real ageist when I say that. But in hindsight, I wonder, I would love to know, not to put Walt business on the internet and stuff, but I would love to know if he has family that could look out for him. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to the business part, because everybody doesn't want to be a business owner. Being a business owner is a lot of responsibility. I also want to give Nick credit for having at the end of the day, this is Nick's family business. Now, would it be what it is if it wasn't for Walt? No, it wouldn't at all. But that's why Walt needs someone to look out for him too. I hope that but do I think that he's jealous at this point? Yeah. Because this business was failing. Okay, this business was failing. And he wants the credit for reviving the business, which he can have. It's so complicated. He can have, but he has to allow people to play their part. People are not coming there to see Nick or any of the other chefs behind the scenes or anybody in the kitchen or any of the servers or anybody at the front desk or any of the security. They're coming here to see Walt. And if he's the ambassador, why you just can't let that play out? You know what I mean? It's exactly like Death Row, because Gardner said it's like when Death Row Records was started, we thought Dr. Dre was the owner. Exactly. Until Suge Knight came out. The world realized it was him and not Dre. Yeah, and I think that's a lot of different plays. Like, it's a lot of different times we felt that way. Like, oh, I thought this was the owner. Like, do y'all think that lady is cooking the chicken at Popeyes? I know she's not on Sibley. You know what I mean? So I don't like how this is going. And someone sent me an email, and I think this is so important. I hate saying stuff like this, because when you see someone like Unc Walt, you look at them and you think, like, people are starting to say the shuck and jive and all of that stuff, right? But somebody was like, what if it got to the point that his deal with Walt was, and I hate we're looking at it this way, but it could very much be this way. And I have to only, this is a thing, because I'm getting nervous. This is the thing. I only can share my life experience. Okay. And I have friends of different nationalities where they don't get my life experience. Okay. They have a certain privilege where they just don't understand where I'm coming from. And I actually sometimes get jealous of that. So, that being said, the question was, how we know that dude didn't say, hey, for the rest of your life, you eat here free every day? And he was like, man, that's cool. Oh man, because I'm really believing y'all, and I like what you built, and I got something to do all day. We don't know that. So someone needs to check on him. Just the fact that they tried to trademark. But if you go to their page now, it says trademark pending, but they have the TM next to Tendernism. Why wouldn't they add Walt name to the trademark just for the generational part? Just for the generational wealth, or anything he might want to hand something down to. You know, I only can speak from my experiences, and it doesn't look good. I really can't go over here and be like, I could be on Nick's side just from my experience. I hope y'all understand that. Just with life, I'm looking at this like, why would y'all rush to trademark that? You're selling t-shirts that say Tendernism. Is he getting proceeds from that? Now, is it any of our business? No. So I'll stop it there. Okay, let me go to my video. This conversation, we've been talking about it all night, and it makes me so uncomfortable. I won't even lie to you guys. It makes me so uncomfortable because I'm wondering, what is the process with Unc, and if anyone is helping him. Is anyone looking into Unc besides the destination family? I don't know. Okay, let me go to this video I did. Let me see if I even got it up there. And thanks, y'all. I might not even posted it yet. Hold on. But I agree with Gardis. It's just like Death Row Records. Okay. So I did a little short video. Let me play that. And we're gonna get out of here. And y'all just let me know what you think. Wondering if they're crazy for thinking Unc owned Destination Smokehouse. No, you're not. It sort of was in the advertisement.
Like that. Then we just gone on in here. Let me see what's happening. Pool tape. Look at that. Look at that. It goes pool tape. I might have to.
So what I wanted to point out in this video was they showed not only Unc grilling, not only Unc wearing the chef uniform, but as they were clearing out the old space and opening the new space, Unc said he was selling items, and also they got Unc walking in there with the keys to the building. So to me, a lot of people thought Unc owned it, right? That would be fair if you see this man opening up the building with the keys. I mean, who wouldn't want to see a man selling and shipping? Wondering if they're crazy. I'm sorry. Thinking, who sorry guys, who wouldn't want to see a man selling and shipping ribs? Uh, he's mailing ribs to opening up his own business. Now, is that the definition of a ambassador, or did they fool us? You know, it's up to you to make that decision. And I'm with Scott. Like that whole blocking, that doubled down for me. I keep on trying to block. Thank you for that, Scott. Blocking the man from receiving 4K and then doubling down with horrible justification videos showed everyone what time it is with them. Yeah, like when he was like, tip everybody. How you gonna tell Keith Lee what to do with his money? And not even Keith Lee. How you gonna tell Scott? How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell Gardis? How you gonna tell anyone, Brandon, what to do with their money? Now, when Keith Lee, I wanted to clear this up on my channel because I have been researching this again. Keith Lee said, I'm taking money out the bank to say happy holidays to Unc. He was giving him a gift as well. So if you stopping him from getting $4,000 from something that doesn't come out your pocket, what is he getting paid in that business? See, that's the problem I can't get with. If this was somebody else's money and you was jealous of it, we know you stingy with your money. Point blank, period. I hope I'm making sense. I can't even try to justify that. You mad because somebody was trying to give him money out their pocket. We could only imagine what Unc is getting out of your pocket, allegedly, even though it's his pocket, because the people are there to see Unc. Today, someone did a video riding by there, and they were saying how now the line is dwindling. And I don't know if they're going to blame Unc for this. This is why I was saying, like, are we still in his happiness or are we protecting him? I feel like it's a protection, but and pressure on the business owners to know they better get their paperwork in order. But will they treat Unc the same? Like, I feel like a little compassion there. Okay, now watch him put the keys in the door one more time. Crazy for thinking Unc owned Destination Smokehouse. No, you're not. It sort of was in the advertisement.
Like that. Then we just gone on in here. Let me see what's happening. Pool table. Look at that. Look at that. It goes pool table. I might have to get on the next. Just going down through here now. Well, we finna get it together. Oh, there it is. There it is. You got the payments here. Oh, yeah, that's what we might shoot game pool. Look at here. Here we are. Boy, down here. Hey. Y'all getting it together, huh?
I mean, he walking through, keys in his hand, telling us that we got the painters here, who's all here. And they're like, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, the public thought this was his business. 1000%. And more people would support that business. Older man, he mentioned he had been through Gary too, you guys. Shout out to Unc. But an older man from the South barbecuing in a backyard behind a coffee shop to now this. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna come out and support a black owned business. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on with it. Come on with it. I know that. Hey, what's up? What's up, Roger? Good to see you, man. Yeah. I know that guy back there. I think his name is Roger. Hey, but anyway, look here, man. She got, boy, look here, do some things. Oh, man, that's going to be beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be laid out right here. We talking about partying down here at Destination in Marietta. We finna set it off. Y'all better come down, southern part of California.
Disclaimer now in the video is that Unc is the brand ambassador. However, it did feel good for people to see him come and open his own second business. You, the key in the door was a little much, right? Let's look at one more point. Quick breakdown of Unc and Nick. So Nick's father passed away. No one wanted to run the coffee bar, but the intro that Nick got from Unc was Unc came in to ask Nick's mother for a job at the coffee bar. Then the pandemic happened. He started to say, "Hey, let's barbecue," and the rest is history. Now, in earlier videos, Unc was called Chef Pitmaster, and he also wore a chef's jacket as well. So this is how they promoted it at first. Now, like I said, you guys tell me what you think the brand ambassador is supposed to do, but he was cooking. His title was Pitmaster. His title was Chef. Um, he was creating the menus. I mean, he was doing so much, and then it went to he's the ambassador, and they gave him an ambassador jacket, then no jacket, and I'm just like, I really think that the owner is like, I can't let this man get any credit for my business and my family business. That's it. But without him, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? And yes, he looked like Adam. He like a bully, and I hate to judge people on looks, but yeah, he looked like he could be bullying people. I just don't. I just see Unc being a nice, easygoing, smooth selling person, and a lot of things have to do with culture. But I do not people want to bring race into it. That's one thing, but a lot of things is just culture. It's just culture for sure. Race is a part for sure, but and the generation gap is another thing too. But could we as the public be stressing Unc out where he didn't have this stress? He was just enjoying himself, getting his free meals. Is that good enough for you? Was it good enough for him? Just wondering. I just want to know where people's heads are at this matter. Or do we feel like Unc will be taken advantage of and he deserves so much more? And we might need to put pressure on this business to give it to him. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know. I'll see y'all later. I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you so much. Look, I'm going to have to. Wait a minute. Don't forget. So earlier today, I had to get Dunkin' Donuts, not Starbucks. Dunkin' Donuts. Do you know how inconsistent Dunkin' Donuts is? You never have the same order. Never. And do you know, have you ever had a hash brown from Dunkin' Donuts? It tastes like soap. Tell me it doesn't. Okay, you guys. Take care of yourself. hit the cash app before I have to make my own egg sandwich tomorrow. take care of yourself and each other. I appreciate y'all so much. I'll see you Saturday and Sunday. I'll be back. And then happy birthday to Dr. King. Monday is a holiday, so you know I'm gonna beg Gardis to come through there one day this week and talk about or we'll replay what we did last year. And I appreciate y'all so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Talk about you, Duck. You see how bad it's gotten? Bye, you guys.